What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're here with Chris, and today we're going to be going over Crypto.com. Now, just to start off and be very upfront, I am not affiliated with Crypto.com in any way, so this is going to be a very raw and authentic review. I'm going to be giving you my advice, but keep in mind, I am not a financial advisor. So make sure that you do your own research and make your own decisions, not based on some guy who's just making a video on YouTube. With that out of the way, let's get started. So Crypto.com was previously Monaco. They have their own currency. Ticker symbol is MCO. As of right now, it's hovering around $6 as a price point. Now, the whole reason I'm doing this review is because in less than a week, they released their MCO Visa Platinum debit card. And I was very interested in it, so I did some research. Rather than having you spend 4 hours doing all of the research, I'm just going to go through some of the things that I like and dislike about Crypto.com. The first one is the MCO Visa card. I really do like it. It offers a lot of benefits. It lets you determine how much you want to invest. So here, let's take a look. So you have a few different options. You have the Midnight Blue, which is just the base card that you can get. You also have the Ruby, which is a steel card. Supposedly they're pretty nice from the reviews I've looked at them. The next tier is the Jade Green or the Royal Indigo. Following that, you have the Icy White and Frosted Rose Gold. Those are the same tier. And then you have the Obsidian Black. So I'll go over the reward structure for you a little bit. The free card, it pretty much knocks out needing to have a bank. And it also makes it pretty accessible to buy cryptocurrency, and I'll talk about why I like their product for that reason in just a little bit. But let's go over the card structure right now. So the Midnight Blue card, it gives you 1% rewards back in Monaco coin, which, given I understand that it's not as easy as cashback rewards for some credit cards, but also this is a debit card, not a credit card. So you don't have to do a credit check, and you also don't have to be paying back a monthly balance. You just put the money in and it's ready to go. So the cards go up in rewards as you go through the tiers. I'm not going to go through them all specifically, but you can see here, some of the rewards are pretty cool. So to move up in the card tier, what you have to do is you have to buy a certain amount of MCO, and then you have to hold them for at least 6 months. And then you'll be upgraded to whatever tier based on how many MCO that you have staked, or in other words, that you're holding on to. For 50 MCO held for 6 months, you can be upgraded to Ruby. For 500 MCO, you get upgraded to the Jade or the Indigo. For 5,000 MCO, you get upgraded to the Icy White or the Midnight Blue. And then for 50,000 MCO held for 6 months, you get upgraded to the Obsidian Black. The rewards for the Obsidian Black are pretty insane. Now, it's understandable that you might not want to get there because you would have to invest $300,000 into MCO. Anyway, as soon as you start upgrading from the Midnight Blue, you start getting other rewards too, like Spotify, Netflix, Expedia, Airbnb. And then once you get to the higher ones, you also get Lounge Key, which is access to the special airport lounge. I think there's like 900 lounges around the world that you can have access to just from having this card. And you also get a +1 for a guest so that they can get in too. Of course, you do have a fee-free ATM limit for each card, starting from $200 and going all the way up to $1,000 for the Obsidian Black. And then, of course, you have the interbank exchange rates, monthly limits, which means you can use the card outside of the US. By the way, if you haven't yet, go ahead and smash the like button for me. So moving on, the other thing that I really like is the earn feature. So basically, they're trying to replace your bank, and the per annum percentage that they're giving you for staking your cryptocurrency is pretty good. It's up to 8% depending on how much MCO you have staked. But even if you don't stake any MCO, you can get up to 6% annually, which is really awesome. So if you're staking your Bitcoin, you get 6% of that. That's without even staking in MCO. So I thought that was a really great feature, something that I'm really interested in as well. The other feature that I really liked was that, first off, they have a wide selection that you can buy and sell. So some platforms like Robinhood don't have as many. Coinbase has a lot, but they're a lot more expensive as far as their fees and exchange rates go. Now, one of the best features of this is when you buy and sell cryptocurrency on the Crypto.com app, there is 0 entry and exit fees. Now, there is a caveat to that, is that they charge you a percentage based on your P&L, so your profit and loss. And it's actually a really complicated algorithm. I'll show you here. It's basically your cumulative P&L being greater than your daily P&L. They charge you a percentage, and it's either 9% if you have MCO staked, or 18% if you have 0 MCO staked, which, if you compare it to Coinbase, actually isn't that bad. I just didn't like that the formula was super complicated, and I didn't really understand it even when I was trying to do the math. It didn't make very much sense when I looked at their example. Now, with that said, if you go over the Coinbase fee schedule, they're going to charge you at least 1.5% per transaction. That means 1.5% when you enter and 1.5% when you exit. So I really didn't like that about Coinbase. The only thing good about Coinbase is, one, it's really easy to get started with a wallet there. It's also very convenient to send and receive. It's also one of the larger cryptocurrency exchanges, and therefore they roll out with new features a lot more often. For instance, they have a debit card that's released in the UK right now, and from what I've gathered, that's actually being received very well. So when that comes to the US, I'll probably get into that as well and see if I like it. Now, another thing I really like about Crypto.com's app is that you can send and receive cryptocurrency completely free, which makes it really convenient. If you want to send Bitcoin in, you're not going to be charged for that, and then you can stake it there and get the 8% PA. Now, with all of this being said, I do like the MCO Visa, I like the Earn feature, but when it comes down to it, I still love Robinhood when it comes to buying and selling cryptocurrency. They only have some of the larger ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think even Dogecoin is on there. The only problem is you don't own the wallet. But as far as having your crypto assets easily available and very liquefiable, Robinhood still takes the cake. If you want, you can use my referral link for Robinhood down in the description. We'll both get a free stock, and you can use that money to buy cryptocurrency on Robinhood. And just for the heck of it, I'll put a link down in the description for Coinbase as well. Feel free to use them. Feel free not to use them, whatever you want to do. Now, with the likes and the dislikes out of the way, I will talk about the risks of staking MCO. Because yes, you're going to get lots of rewards from doing it, but let's say I jumped in and put $300,000 in MCO and I staked it. I'm going to get 10% rewards in MCO tokens every time I make a purchase. On the downside though, let's say MCO tanks by 50%. Then I've lost $150,000 for 10% of whatever I would have spent using the card. So you have to gauge what your risk value is, how much you're going to get from the reward percentage versus what you're willing to risk from holding on to that token. Now, once again, with the Midnight Blue, you don't have to buy any MCO tokens and you get 1% back right off the bat. I really like that. I am actually going to shoot for the Ruby card, so I'm going to buy 50 MCO just to start off and kind of see where it goes from there. You know, just dip my toes in the water. I will say, Monaco has come a very long way. One of the biggest moves they made was getting the Crypto.com domain name. And for that reason, that's one thing I feel like they're in this for the long haul. They're not just a pump and dump cryptocurrency. They're actually in it to bring a good, viable product that can replace banking to the people. And that's my honest opinion of it. I could be completely wrong. But that's where I stand right now. And as time goes on, we'll be able to know a little bit more. Another reason I'm interested in MCO is because altcoins haven't really had a huge spike yet like Bitcoin has. So if you look at this chart here, you can see this yellow line is Bitcoin. And so basically how much Monaco is worth in Bitcoin keeps going down. And that's because Bitcoin keeps going up. So I'm jumping into MCO expecting there to be a little bit of a correction when it comes to that. Anyway, that's my review of Crypto.com and the Crypto.com app. If you liked the video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm going to continue to come out with content. Go ahead and turn on the notifications as well, so that way you can know every time that I come out with another video. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.